We got our PSA graded submissions back for the month of December. Let's check it out together. Did I make money? Did we lose money? I got an Excel spreadsheet breaking down all of our costs and whether each card makes money or loses money. Let's check it out together. So you can see from our spreadsheet, we've got 4 10s, which is not where I want it to be out of 21 cards, but we'll break it down a little bit. So Surging Spark, Alicia's Appeal, got a 10. We got a 10 on Zorora, illustration rare from Stellar Crown. We also got a 10 from the Charizard V-Star Secret Rare from Brilliant Stars, and we got a 10 on the Eevee illustration rare from Twilight Masquerade. On our spreadsheet here, we've got the raw cost of the card at the time they came back from the submission. Here's a grading fee. We sent them in December, where there's a $13.99 grading special for PSA. And this is that price plus shipping them there, shipping them back, and the insurance. Here's all the grades. We got a lot of 9s, a couple of 8s, and we got this here 7, which is just awful. Here's the graded price. This is what they are worth according to all these prices I used for the raw price, and the graded price is off of price charting. I think it's pretty good. It's a little bit slow, so if like a card's going up or a card's going down, it's a little bit slow on the update, but it gets you a good ballpark. I figured it was pretty good for the video at least. And then I did price after eBay fees. So this is the price after 13.5% fees. The only thing I didn't include, which I will in the next one, is shipping fees. So you just add $5 per card, and that should cover basically the shipping fees. And here's all our profits. So anything in parentheses was a loss. Every one of them was a loss. And if you're new to modern Pokemon grading, anything you get a 9 is basically, if you see right here, it's pretty close to the price of a raw card. So you lose basically all of your grading fee plus shipping fees and all that. So you're really shooting for, in modern Pokemon right now, it's 10 or bust. Which, I mean, it is what it is. That's just the way it is. So some of the big winners: Alicia's Appeal, the Charizard from Brilliant Stars, the Eevee special illustration, and then also our 10 Zorora illustration rare. A couple other winners. Now this is more of your, I don't know if it's considered vintage or not, but the Quaplus Kingdra Hollow. That one there, raw, is about a $40 card. And then a PSA 8, it is $144. So we made money on that one as well. The Expedition Magikarp Reverse Hollow at 8, we made $2, which is going to be a loss after shipping. This one here was a bit of a surprise. It was a really clean card, but quote-unquote vintage, I'm not really sure how hard they grade that stuff. So the raw card's $83. At a 9, it's basically 120, so you more or less break even. So here's the total profit, total loss. This is not including shipping, so if you factor that in, it's less, but $182. Is that worth it? I'm happy with the fact that we made profit. I do question, these cards are gone for about 45 days. I do question if I could have sold all these cards, bought new cards, and sold those cards, if I would have made more money than the profit here. As a store owner, I think there's a possibility. I don't know how high that is. So at the end of the day, I do kind of wonder if I could have sold all these raw for these prices here and used that money and bought new cards, if I could have sold those cards and made more profit doing it that way in 45 days than sending these out and getting them back. Of course, if there were a lot more 10s in here, I'd be having a different conversation, but I'm pretty new at this. Like this one here, I don't even know why I sent this card. The Trainer XY, Trainer N. I looked at that when it came back. I have no clue why I sent that. It had bad corners. It had bad centering. I'm not really sure. It deserved a 7. It was a 7. Another one of the surprises was, not that one, the Espeon VMAX Secret Rare. It was a surprise when I sent it. Like, I thought it was a 10. It's a really clean card. There were no bad corners, no white spots, no nothing. When it came back, though, and I looked at it harder, it had bad centering. So it deserved a 9. And you see, we lost $35. because it's pretty close. These two numbers here, pretty close to what it cost as the raw card. And if I had looked at it better, I would have realized we just sell it in the raw price and move on and not waste $20 grading it and 45 days sending it out. But I'm still pretty new at the grading game, so to speak. So I think with the next few submissions, hopefully that gets a bit better. I would love to see it around 50%, but I don't know if that's going to happen if I don't have a good eye for it. One of the things I did decide going forward, I've already got a submission for January already out, so I didn't do it with that one. But I'm going to have to check these with a centering tool. My eye alone is not enough to say if these things are centered. Maybe if I use the centering tool and do a bit better with it, I can start eyeballing it a bit better. But like every single one of these 9s, they all had that little white dot in the corner that some new cards have, where it's just like the way it was cut at the factory. I've seen a lot of that get 10s, but every one of them had a white dot plus the centering was off. Either it was off left or right, top or down, even kind of rotated a bit. So that's something I'm going to have to do better about if I expect to get more 10s. If I can get closer to a 50 or 60% 10 rate, that'd be a lot better. And then this number goes up quite a bit after that. But getting 20% 10 rates is not going to... I don't think that's going to be good for the long term. If, like, let's say this one and this one got 9s, and we got on some of the cheaper ones, like any of these other cheaper-ish cards, let's see, like the Armor Rogue or the Wiglet, if those would have been the 10s and the other ones would have been 9s, I think this would have been like close to 0. So that's not going to work, especially sending stuff out for 45 days. That's not going to work. So I think this is a good, like, showing what you can actually expect just getting into it. Am I happy with it? I'm okay with making money. I'm not happy with this percentage. This percentage has to be better if I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to do it a few more times and see if I can get that number up. I think I can. I have to look better at the cards. So if you found this information educational or entertaining, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about it. What are some of the tips you have for grading as far as getting more 10s, things you learned along the way. I appreciate everyone for watching. Have a great day.